So we are now currently 3.5 months into this off-season phase. I'll give you an update. Things are going well. Currently I'm 12 pounds up above stage weight at the moment. Body composition is changing slightly. I'm keeping check with my diet and stuff, but of course it's inevitably we're going to be gaining body fat past a certain point, and I've gained a considerable amount. We're still in decent condition. I'm happy with everything, but I'm definitely slowing down the rate of the rate of gain. We're not dieting now. Yeah, I'm definitely slowing down the rate of gain from this moment onwards, while I have done the last couple of weeks, just to keep things a little bit more in check. And I will be adding in more cardio. I've been doing the odd cardio session here and there, keeping the steps always high, but yeah, I'm definitely going to be introducing a little bit more cardio. So yeah, before I get into the title of this video, which is a question, should you stay natural or not, which is something that I debate with myself. Well, it seems to be more frequent than ever at the moment. I mean, I'm constantly asking myself this. And I'd like to know, like, people's opinion, like people who are natural or non-natural, like, did they ask themselves these questions, like, or did they just jump straight into it? Natural bodybuilders out there, are they asking themselves this question? Because most of the natural bodybuilders that I ask myself this question, they kind of they just say, like, they just brush it off, like no, I'm natural. I don't think about that, like. Whereas me, I'm constantly thinking about it. I mean, I always have done since I started training. I mean, when you first get into the gym, you see guys bigger than you think, oh, maybe they're taking something, you know. So yeah, but that's coming later. We're about to head to a natural bodybuilding show, the first one of the year, which is going to be the WMBF UAE show. I think it's the first one, must be. We're in February now, so yeah, I'm going to head there. It's the show today. Just a one-day show. They're giving out pro cards. They did say that it was 5 pro cards announced, but I know the rules in the WMBF. There needs to be a certain amount of competitors competing in the division and on the day. So I think I know how it kind of works. Say there's 10 guys in a class, that's 1 pro card. So if there's 30 guys total, like 35 guys totally competing on the day, I think they will give out 3 pro cards. But I'm not entirely, like, don't quote me on that, but it's something similar to that. And I don't think there's that many guys competing at this show. For instance, like the show when I won my pro card, there was like, I think 70 guys, 70 competitors competing. So obviously they give up 5. There's a lot less in this show, but it'll be interesting to see anyway, like what the standard is like today. And yeah, just support natural bodybuilding and see who is the next professional who turns pro.
47 and 60, please switch. Closure.
So that is a wrap on bodybuilding. They gave out 1 pro card to the winner of that overall. There were 6 guys. So I'm not sure exactly the rules. Maybe it was due to the less guys competing on the day why they only were able to give out 1 pro card. But he was like crazy conditioning, good fullness to him, good posing, deserving of a pro card. Yeah, the show was really good. Standard first show of the year, considering it's in February. Like most people, they want to compete at Worlds, right? So they would plan their prep like later on in the year. So considering this is like early February, it was still a good turnout. It's funny because when I think about natural bodybuilding, I think like, is it any point staying natural? Should you go on steroids? I ask myself this question all the time, but then when I come and watch a show like that and I see the standard of the guys competing, like, just what, it's crazy just what you can achieve naturally. That's so impressive what some of them guys on that stage were, and it keeps me like motivated to kind of stay natural and keep progressing that way. So just got back from that show, and yeah, like I said, the title in this video I'm going to be saying is, should you stay natural or not, is the question. And yeah, it's an interesting question because, like I said previously, it's something that I ask myself quite consistently, quite often. And yeah, I'm trying to weigh up the pros and cons to both. Obviously, natural bodybuilding, you can build very good level physiques within a safer manner. Of course, it's not like fully safe. Like when you're taking your body fat down to extreme low levels of conditioning, um, that's not healthy. But you can definitely recover from that. Whereas when you're taking assistance like PEDs, sometimes like the damage is caused and you're not really going to recover it. Like it's going to affect you, maybe not now, but later on in life. And it's funny because certain times in my life, like I've made stupid decisions, and like I've taken certain things. I'm not going to go into detail, but yeah, without even really thinking about it in my younger days, like not even really giving it any thought. But when it comes to like steroids and PEDs, I've always been one of the, like, on the more cautious side. Like, why would I do that? Like, why would I take that? You know, and looking into the risks and the downsides to it. Which I asked myself, why was I like quick with other things but not with that? So yeah, it's definitely an interesting one. And I just feel like, do you know what I mean? Like, life is short, so yeah, you want to kind of enjoy it. You want to take it to the extreme and do things full in. But then at the same time, you want to kind of enjoy your life, right? You don't want to do something where it's going to really, really negatively affect you health-wise for what? Just the sake of bodybuilding. Do you know what I mean? But then you can look at it at the other side of things, where it's like, I know that I've got naturally low occurring testosterone levels. I have done multiple blood tests in the past, both from a low body fat position and a higher body fat position, and my testosterone is low. And throughout my life, I guess I felt like my testosterone was low, and it is. I've proven it. Like, the normal range is 200 to like 800, I think, or 800 to 1000. And I'm always knocking around that 300 range, you know? It's on the lower end of what is normal. Not saying it's like super, super low, but I feel it, you know, and I've always felt it. So I wanna kind of see what it would feel like to have higher testosterone levels, not just from a building muscle aspect, but for a mental aspect, like just for energy aspect and recovery. It would be interesting to see. And also for like injuries and stuff. I've obviously had an injury for a long time now, and you can't take anything as a natural bodybuilder. But if you were to be on the assisted side, you've got access to so much more things like that BPC, whatever it is. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, that can help heal injuries and heal joints and tendons and ligaments. So but we're not allowed to take that. And then I also look at like, by the way, obviously I'm a big advocate for natural bodybuilding. I don't want this video to come across the wrong way. Like, I am a natural bodybuilder, and I suggest most people say stay naturally, don't take stuff. But I'm open to like discussing the other side of things, you know, and that's why I'm making this video. And I think it's good for like people to openly talk about these things, because it can help you kind of make a better decision for yourself or maybe for others. If you talk about this stuff, like, ask yourself, why are you feeling this way, and so on. But I look into natural bodybuilding, and I see the guys at the top level, like, for instance, like Bada, who's won WMF Worlds like multiple times now. Like, I'm just guessing here because I don't know his situation. I've not spoken to him directly, but I know on social media he doesn't have a massive amount of following. Don't know if he's got sponsorship deals. I don't know even know what job he does, whether he's an online coach or not. I don't know, but it doesn't seem like that he's doing that great, considering he's like the pinnacle of the sport. You know, he's like the Chris Bumstead basically of natural bodybuilding, one of them. And there's loads of other guys like that I follow in natural bodybuilding. And yeah, they're doing good. Like if you look at like the boys in Free DMJ and stuff, like I'm sure they're doing great for themselves. Like got a lot of clients, and their coaching business has been doing well for years and many years. But it's not on that like next level scale things. When you look at the assisted boys, like I feel like they just got much more of a bigger following, and not saying like a following is everything, but it definitely helps when it comes to gaining clients, when it comes to gaining sponsorship deals. It's gonna be better for you. And who's gonna have a bigger following? Like I'm not saying there's not natural bodybuilders out there with a substantial following, because there is some out there who've worked hard to build that up. But usually if you've got two guys in the gym, like the rest of the world, they don't understand natural bodybuilding or assisted bodybuilding. They just look at the physique and they're like, wow, he must work harder than that guy. Or, you know, they don't understand like the other side of things, the PED use and stuff. Like I'm an online coach and a personal trainer. Like most of my clients, they don't care about natural bodybuilding. I tell them I'm a natural bodybuilder. They say, what's that? And then, or they'll say to me, Lewis, why is this guy 30 pounds heavier than you? Is he training better than you, and then you go, oh, he's probably on performance enhancing drugs, and they're like, oh, what's that? You know, they don't understand it. So when they don't understand it, purely for myself, it would probably be better if I had my physique plus an extra 30 pounds. I'm probably going to gain more clients from that. I'm going to gain more followers. I'm going to get more attention from that. So yeah, it's an interesting debate, and of course, like. The federations in natural bodybuilding, the promoters, the judges, everyone. I've spoken to these guys. Like, of course, they're gonna try and deter you away from taking PEDs. They're gonna want you to stay in the sport. They're gonna want you to keep, you know, competing in natural bodybuilding. Because without you there, the sport's not growing. You know, so they need you a part of it. But at the same time, like you got to do what's best for you, right? Like if you look at Sean Clarida, the 212 Olympia, like he was a WMF world champion before, you know, and then he went, and I'm sure everyone was telling him stay natural. But then look where he's at now. Like he's won 212 Olympia like 2 times I think now or whatever. Like so sometimes like someone else's advice is not going to be the right advice for you, and I'm not saying that I'm going to go away from this video. Like, I think about this I've been thinking about this for years, even before I even started competing in bodybuilding. You know, I've always thought about steroids or not steroids. Like, I've been debating this for over a decade now. And I will probably continue to debate it. I might stay natural and continue to debate this for another 5 years in the future or 10 years. And that's perfectly fine, right? If that's what I want to do. But yeah, I just find it a very interesting topic. And as natural bodybuilding as a sport is growing, it's just going to be more and more prevalent and interesting to talk about this. So let me know in the comment section your thoughts on should you stay natural, should you take PEDs? Because like I'm just guessing. Obviously, I haven't took steroids, but I'm not like naive or stupid. Like I'm not saying like if I was to jump on cycle now, all the sponsorship's going to come to me, all the following's going to come to me, all the clients going to come to me. Like it doesn't work that way. But what I'm saying, will it enhance things? And I'm pretty certain and sure it would enhance things. But at what cost is that going to be? So my immediate future, I'm still planning to stay natural, guys. But yeah, it's definitely a topic and a debate that I find interesting to talk about. So yeah, I'm going to leave the video here, guys, anyway. Let me know your comments, thoughts in the comment section. And if you want any coaching, any of my coaching services, just send me a message on Instagram at SummerFitDirect or on my normal page at summers.93, and I'll respond to any inquiries there.